Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. On 1st and 10, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He was looking for Edelman there. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Hey, tight. Let's go.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Alert. Here we go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun. Switch gears. 20.
Newton now to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Michel on the counter. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton to Michel on the screen. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Set, 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Stocker's got it, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got Gresham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
On 1st down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Newton. He gets it to James White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Throwing again is Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And now look at him go. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the... ...20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Mike 54. Woo-hoo. He's moving.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, Mike. 319. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead? Alert. Wait.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Panini. 51. Regular. Watch 17. Hey, keep it up. Mike 51. Come on.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Everybody. Mike 20. Nice, sweetheart.
Allen now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Hey, watch this. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Right here. Round 80! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Middle. 51, Mike. Mike, 50.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Mike 20. That's the pass.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Great. 20.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Defense wins championships, baby. Right now.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, a run with Smallwood. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Line 54. Alert! All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 4. Check 4. 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Here we go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Hey, Haywood. Fight.
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. And his first throw here is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Regular. Check. Lucky.
To throw again. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Newton now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Gun.
Third and long, it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, this one complete to Gresham. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Newton looking to throw on third and one. The pass complete. It's Bird. And all the way in. Touchdown. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, Mike. Round 80. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.